Love it. Don't you love it when your nails like gut through things? Feels so good. Best feeling in the world. This thing has been in my basement for so long. It has mold. Like true mold. Ew. Good. All of them have mold. Cool. Even the ones individually packed have mold. Let's go. Hello, friendos. You're probably wondering why I'm here in my night outfit. Well, it's because I frankly don't really care. And I hope you don't either. If it's my outfit you base me on, well, at least it has leaves, right? And also I have this giant cold sore. Can we have an awkward zoom in? This one. Terrible. But anyway, you know, I don't really like wearing makeup, so you get me at my best, you get me at my worst, and this is somewhere in between, I guess. But anyway, I digress. Today I was in the mood to paint, and I'm kind of home alone, so I thought, why not just talk to you? I went to the basement and I got myself these things I still had laying around. I don't know what I'm going to paint. It's probably going to be a tree. Whilst I am painting, I wanted to just talk about some changes I want to do with this channel. As some of you might know, I recently bought my own editing PC, which I'm very proud of because it was a high-end expensive computer. But the cool thing is, I earned it solely through singing, and I think that's so cool. Like, this PC has been paid entirely by this voice. And I'm pretty darn proud of myself for achieving that, because it shows to me, and I hope to you as well, that making money from/with your passion is truly possible. And it's just the beginning. It was a long time goal of mine to buy an editing PC, to be a bit more self-sufficient when it comes to video and all of that stuff, because my old computer was so slow. It was not really possible to do much with it. But now I can just, as you see, film with my camera, edit with my computer. And fun fact, I used to work with a shall we say gray version of the editing programs I used in the past that a friend of mine helped me to install. But now everything is legal, and I'm pretty proud of that. It's just like a karmatic cleansing, so to speak. I don't know how else to say it, but it just feels right. Like, these programs have earned me money, so now I'm going to do my due diligence, and I think like it feels great to just give a few €100 to the thing that helped me, and you get lifetime updates in return, which is also great. You know, I have to play Pokemon Go in the meantime. I'm still an addict from day one in 2016. Yep. And with that, I also wanted to ask, what do you guys want to see? Do you think it's interesting to just watch and listen, like watch me create music, videos, artwork, and just have a conversation with me like we're doing now? Or would you do you like the more polished videos more? Something I'm also going to create very soon is a second channel, just doing talking head videos, but specifically targeted towards artists. So I have been documenting my growth and how I did it for the last few years. As you know, I did it from zero, and how should I say it? I'm pretty sure 14-year-old me would be super proud of what I achieved, and I would be her idol. So that's in itself the major achievement that has happened the past few years. But I'm pretty sure younger Elvia would also have wanted to hear what I have to say about these things. So that's why I am going to create this second channel it's for the artists, and we will focus on everything from start to finish. So I'm going to assume you start from zero, you don't have music, you don't have listeners, you have never uploaded to Spotify. And we will walk all the way through to making passive income with royalties, making sure your music is properly protected and registered, all of those things. And I will also listen to what you want to learn. And if I don't know the answer myself, I would love to make a podcast where I invite the experts to talk to them and go over a few things together. So that's what I'm intending to do in 2025. And that's very, very exciting. I'm very excited to share that part with you all as well. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the current world events and where I stand regarding everything. As some of you might know, I don't have a television. This is my living room, so I'm not really up to date on current world events. I heard the world is burning, but I try to stay as far away from everything that's going on as possible, living my hermit life in the forest without neighbors, just painting, creating art. And I kind of see it as my purpose to stay, I don't want to say oblivious, but to stay a bit away from it, not to let it influence my artwork, my world, because I want this world to be an escape for the people who are confronted with these daily realities and such. And that's why I feel it's nice to not have to think about these things for a moment when we are talking to each other like we are doing now. To just have a nice stay with me. I will make you some tea. You can just sit and create some art together. Because that's what I miss here. I think that's the downside of living as remote as I do. It's really nice. I love everything about the place where I live, and there are some really cool people here. But I feel that a lot of times, because I'm working on art as an artist full-time, it can become quite lonely at times, because I understand most people have a 9-to-5 job and I don't have a regular 9-to-5. I can choose my hours. Like, I'm filming this at midnight just because I felt like talking to you. But I feel that most people don't relate to my lifestyle and I don't relate to their lifestyle. It's as in, have you seen the movie about Freddie Mercury? At one point he described it perfectly, what I feel like. He wanted to be creative and make music and party and just be there in the moment with his friends, but everyone was like, no, we have the children to take care of and we need to work tomorrow. And in the end, like, no matter how famous he was just all alone in his room and he felt miserable because of that. By the way, it's going to be a tree. Who would have guessed? But he felt miserable, and I so relate to that. Like, I feel I'm a very social person. I want to create all the time. And then when I don't create, I get depressed. And when I get depressed, I don't create. And it's like this vicious cycle of sadness. And I feel it was happening the last few months. I think after the death of Neo, it all went sideways. I have hundreds of messages I still need to respond to, and I feel very bad for that. I feel very sad because when I see them and I see people just poking me, because frankly those, like, they are fully in their rights. They are projects that I just don't have the mental capacity to fulfill now. But I just don't even have the strength to reply to them and just say, I can't do it for a while, you know? So yeah, I think a solution to that problem would be that I invite people from further away, like we have a guest room, but just to stay here, people who also have this drive to do something, and to just have them install their stuff here in the dining room and just create. I think it would be nice, and I have talked to a few of my friends and they all thought it was a great idea. Like, I used to do this a lot, but now it's due to circumstances it was a bit harder to do that the last few months. But to just have them over here and we just look at what we made together. We work for 2 hours and then we have a break and we look at each other's progress and we are proud of each other and of ourselves. And we take a break, we go for a walk in the forest, maybe we make some more content together and then we go for it again, you know. And that's what I miss, but it's something that I can solve. So in the future, I really hope to be able to make vlogs with other people. When you are with friends, it just instantly gets funnier and it gets more interactive. And I think that's what would be really cool in the future. So if you want to come over and create with me, make these kinds of videos, but then funnier, cooler, more interactive, come over. Okay, I'm going to start with the podcast. Cool. And maybe in the future I would love to build a community. I might have said it in this channel before, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 times, but my friends they know. In the future I would love to build a little village where people can come from all over the world to create together, to, as I just described, just be together in the moment and just create the most beautiful art together and really connect with others in real life, because I think the internet is a magical thing. I think the internet is a magical thing. It can be a catalyst for growth and for collaboration, as I've experienced firsthand the past few years. But it can also divide you and be a very harsh place. And what I would love to achieve is to create a place where people just can come together from all walks of life. Imagine you're staying in a house in this village and next to you there is, say you're from Brazil and your neighbor, he is from Afghanistan and he is a drummer, and you are a flute player, and you just create, and there is a facility to do that. You just create and you record it, and you can learn from specialists from all over the world who just gather here in this magical place in nature. You work together, and there is a harp player from Japan, and you just create a collaboration that would have never happened if you didn't come to this place. And there is everything. There is a studio to record, and there is a green screen room, and all the equipment is there that you need, all the people that you need to make this project you want and you think of on the spot, to make that a reality. And there is a concert hall where you can display everything to people who stay there, as well as just general audience that's interested in what is being made there. And this is my life goal. Like, this is the thing I want to achieve in my lifetime, and I really would love to start it and have this a reality within 10 years, 5 to 10 years. So I'm looking for like-minded people with maybe a bit more concrete insight in how you take on such a big project. So if that's interesting to you, hit me up. Like, I am very, like, it could be that you have to poke me once in a while, because I like this non-stop flood of messages is always there, and I'm very, very chaotic. But please, if I don't reply instantly, just keep on pushing me, keep on asking if I have seen the message, and I will reply to you. I try to reply to everyone that contacts me, especially if it's about these things, if it's about collaborations or stuff like that. But I do notice that the past few months since Neo died, if you have missed what happened, there is a video about him on my channel back in the day where he was still alive, but he tragically died in May. I haven't fully recovered since. It's been so hard losing my bestie, my dragon person, and I still cry a lot, and I think that's part of the reason why I haven't made as much content as I wanted to. So this is why I'm going, so many podcasts, so few that work. Yeah, but this is why I bought the editing PC, and I did all of this, and I'm actively trying to reconnect with all of you, because I think it's important that you know why I kind of disappeared off the face of the earth for a while, and now it's the time to come back. But I don't know if I will take another one. Like, I think I will. I had the chance to adopt another Tegu. By the way, for the people who don't know what a Tegu is and just want to know, and without watching the other video, it's a very, very big lizard that is 1.5 meters long. Going to give you a quick update on how far we are. But yeah, Neo was a huge part of my life, and I still can't believe we lost him. I really can't, but life happens. He is buried in my garden underneath the bench where we always used to sit together next to the pond. So he is at this familiar space, and ever since he's gone, things keep happening that indicate that he's not truly gone. So, and in the past few years, I really, really started actively believing in God, praying. It's something that never ever occurred to me prior to that. Like, I used to be not actively involved, but interested in witchcraft and all of that, but now I don't anymore. Now I really don't. I stay away from all of that now. But I feel that connection to God has deepened everything, and has also explained a lot of things that I didn't understand about my life that happened. And I really hope that at your own pace, when you're ready for it, that you may experience the same calmness that gives, and same peace and strength that God can give you. It's really interesting. And I used to be very into manifestation, all of that stuff. And I saw things were real, but I also saw the devil was real. And I saw things that I shouldn't have seen, maybe. I don't know. And that triggered a lot in me. But anyway, the story of how I came to God is for another time. But it really helped in that time of need to know that it's not really gone. Neo is still, like, he's going to be with me. again. And it's not something I want, like I discuss a lot with people, but it gives me peace to know that. And I have cried every day for months, and now like I still cry, but it's gradually getting better. It's getting more handleable. Like, you know, this analogy about the room. Sadness is a ball in the room. Like, you have the ball and then you have the room, and then the ball of sadness is bouncing vigorously against the walls, and every time the ball bounces against the wall, you get sad. You get overwhelmed by emotion, but in time the ball stays the same, but the room gets bigger. So the pain, when it hits the walls of the room, it still hits as intensely as it did when the room was smaller, but it just happens less often, you know? And I think like my room used to be this big, so I had like it was constantly hitting, and I think at this moment like my room is this big for Neo. I still well up when I think about it, but yeah, it's more manageable than it was, say, half a year ago. It happened mid-May. But anyway, thanks for being with me. I shall now post the finished artwork here. If you're interested in having this one, let me know and I can ship it to you. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Elvia out.